pre-season for Formula Performance in FTRL. Today I'm joined by Zach. Say hello.
Hello. Hi guys.
Okay, so today we have almost a. I don't actually have any game sound at the moment, and yeah,
That's the
that's
glitch.
unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the glitch. It'll correct itself for the race, hopefully. Let's hope.
yeah. So you're gonna have to make do with no engine sound, unfortunately. But these things happen, and unfortunately we've been hit with this unfortunate event today. So yeah, looking through the drivers today, that we'll be able to get an idea of where everyone will be. Well, I mean, it being preseason, we'll see if anyone's in the wrong car, and we'll be able to maybe be corrected for next week. And if everyone's in the more or less the right car, which is what we'd hopefully want, we'll get some very close racing from people who wouldn't normally be able to race each other because of the pace difference. So yeah, we've got a few people from S3, 2, and 1 here today as well, which is nice to see a good mix. And I think all but one are also driving in the FTRL tiers. I forget who it is.
It's Niels, I think, is the only one that's
Yeah,
not
so
driving yet.
not confirmed, but well, we think that Niels is only actually in Formula Performance, so it's nice to see from someone from the outside coming in to join us for this race, and hopefully it will be a very good race. Just actually going to get some things up on the screen, so you can kind of see a bit of data. Um,
T Swift has left again. Let's hope his internet is.
yeah, seems like quite a lot of people opting for the soft tires. I'm not actually sure what the strategy is around here.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not sure about the tyre where it's a. I mean, most tracks in F1 2019 is a one stop. Most.
yeah, I would assume, judging by the fact everyone's is on soft, so it's going to be a soft to hard, pretty
Yeah.
standard
The
strategy.
only one actually
Someone
is Chris. He's on a hard tyre at the moment.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor also on up on mediums, although they may be bankers. We see Cat the first to cross the line. He sets a 36.5, instantly beaten by Oxy, which goes 2 tenths quicker. And then Pagani's a little bit off the pace. He's 9 tenths off. And then Niels goes fourth with a 38.4. So it seems like quite a few of these are bankers, and there is quite a lot of time to be found, judging by how much of a gap there is in these lap times.
Yeah, definitely. So Niels is 2.1 seconds off at the moment, but I noticed he had a bit of a mistake. So I think there's a lot of time left in that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on board with COE Andy, who is currently on a lap. A few more people setting their laps. Goikarp goes third with a 37.1. A little bit off the pace, but I'm sure he'll be able to pull that back. Obviously at the start people will be setting bankers, but on board with COE Andy on the second back straight, coming up to the left, right, left, just here down to 30, and he actually seems to abort the lap there. Um, I'm pretty sure he was on a lap unless he got invalidated before. So maybe he'll go again or come straight into the pits.
Onto the podium looks like a
Oh,
fairly good lap at the moment.
okay. I momentarily had game sound there, but it's gone again. Oh no, I think I'm actually getting that from your mic. That's like so close but so far.
At least we have game sound in a little unconventional way. But
Yeah. A few more people setting times up here anyway. Aaron Taylor goes third with a 36.9 on the medium tire.
that's a
Um,
very
at,
decent time.
yeah, it looks like a pretty good time, judging by
Lennon's
everyone
went
else's
second.
times. And Len Steffo goes second, so it's an Alfa Romeo front row lockout for now. Of course, there is seven more people to set laps, so that could well change. But for now, the Alfa Romeo's looking pretty tasty in a 1-2. Um, a few more people coming in and we see Cress coming out of, I'm not sure what
Yep.
corner that is, but it's in sector 3. He just, the rears kind of just let out on him, and he went into a spin, and I assume he's going to be pitting now, because those tires will
He
be,
started left again. Oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah, T.
He's
Smith's
got a lap
joining
in
and
yet?
leaving quite a bit. Hopefully he gets to
No,
join
he's
back.
not. He's not got a lap. He's 19. Don't know if he'll get a lap in if it keeps going off like that.
Oh, we did see Cress in a spin. I think he was on in lap, so it's actually okay with him for him because he had a time in before. So he does have a banker, so that's good for him.
Who are we thinking for pole then?
It's gonna be interesting because of it being formal performance rather than equal cars.
Yeah.
You kind of have to think of driver skill and also the car they're driving. Um, Oxy looks pretty good with that 36.3 at the moment. Of course, by the end of this session, the times will be rapidly improving as the track grip improves. Track evolution can be quite significant around here. Well, as is the case with pretty much any track.
Yep.
But yeah, at the moment, Oxy looks pretty comfortable out in first. Looking
I'd
at
say
people who
Aaron's
haven't
a
set
contender.
laps. Well,
If
if
he
T
goes, if he's
Smith
on the top,
if T Smith was able to join back, he could certainly challenge for pole. I know he's definitely quick. Although he is in the Haas midfield car, of course the driver skill does come into that. So if T Smith could join back, hopefully he is able to. He could be challenging for pole. Lennon, Steffo, and Oxy look like they could be pole contenders, but who would I put on pole? I'm not sure about you, but I feel like Oxy could set a quicker lap time by the end and pole position.
yeah, I'd go with Oxley or Aaron maybe. Because obviously he was in the medium, and I'd imagine it's more than 7 tenths. It's probably about more than 7 tenths that's off to the medium. I'd imagine it usually is round about that. So
Yeah,
7 tenths, and
especially
obviously
with sector 2 and 3. They
yeah,
actually no, I think sector 2 is mainly straight. But
yeah.
sector
Well,
3
sector
has
one is
quite a few corners, and you can gain quite a lot of time being on a softer tire. So I'd say the gap is about 6 or 7 tenths, and in theory that would put him, if not pole, just off pole. So
yeah.
if he went out on softs, he could be a pole contender. So a few people could be going for pole, but I feel like Oxy would be someone who could go for it, and he's also actually on a lap at the moment coming down the back straight. DRS engaged. He's actually in hot lap rather than overtake on the straight, which I'm pretty sure is slower, but that could be personal preference as well.
I think one thing we've got to watch tonight is the pit lane. It's not the easiest pit lane to get out of here. In previous races, that I've seen a lot of people that have had incidents in the pit lane, so that's one thing we might need to watch out for.
Yeah, that is actually a good point. Of course, the exit is very tight. No room for error if you like, I mean, if you're running no ABS and you lock up the brakes a little bit, you could go into the wall and get a little bit of wing damage right after your pit stop, which won't help you at all. Well, still on board with Oxy in the final sector, coming around the second last corner. Seems to have been a pretty tidy lap so far. Coming around the final corner, will he extend his advantage? He does by about 2 tenths, and now his advantage at the top is a little over 3 tenths. So we were talking about him for pole. He looks pretty comfortable at the moment.
Blue Flag's just starting a lap as well. The Racing Point isn't exactly a car you would imagine. It's not great round circuits with a lot of corners, to be honest. So Sector 3 might be a struggle for the Racing Point. It's not the best downforce wise at all. So I'd imagine it would be very good down the straight. So Sector 2, Blue Flag might get fastest. I wouldn't be surprised. But Sector 3 might struggle in it because it's not a great car for corners at all.
Yeah, that is true. Of course, the only saving grace really is the Mercedes engine, which on this game is the quickest, although Ferrari in real life has the quickest engine. But yeah, Goikarp there in the Mercedes goes second, a little over 2/10 off Oxy, so he could actually be challenging for pole two.
So the yellow flag in Sector 2, who just went off. What is it? Oh no, it's off. I mean.
And I think, oh, I didn't actually see. Someone set a time there. A few people are actually setting
Aaron.
times now.
Aaron just went top. So the
Oh,
two people that we
yeah.
thought would be top are top at the moment. So
Yeah,
something's
and
went wrong.
the gap only 700ths of a second, so seems pretty close at the top. I mean, Aaron obviously has the better car, so
Not by much, mind you. It's
yeah. And of course, the Sauber does have the Ferrari engine, which is the second quickest, and there is quite a long straight. So yeah, it is going to be close. I'm still gonna stick with Oxy though. There is time for him to set another lap. He can go quicker, I think. So I'm gonna stick to what I said at the start. But as we both said, it is certainly going to be close.
so
Looking
Junkie's
for.
still in the mediums at the moment. So I don't know if he's planning on going out in the softs. Because everyone else is in the soft other than Junkie Sport and Koandi, who is on a. Is he on a lap at the moment? Yeah, I think he is on a. Yeah, he is. Oh, that's not a bad lap actually doing at the moment. He's
Yeah, I didn't
1.2
actually.
on his previous best for first two sectors.
So
And the
that would
medium tires,
be.
that's not bad.
Yeah, that would be putting him top 7 if he keeps
Yeah, yeah.
with this kind of pace. I mean,
Like,
Sector 3, of course, he is going to gain quite a bit of time with all the corners.
he's just
Yeah,
lost the back end coming out two corners from the end there. He's nice with the last corner though, last few corners. Shouldn't be too bad a lap actually.
and he puts him P9 on the mediums as well, though. So,
And
yeah,
to be
looking
honest, he
like.
lost quite a bit of time there as well in the last sector. Because
Yeah,
he matched his previous best because he lost the back end, so there was a good, I'd say 4 or 5 tenths in that probably.
yeah, so even then, starting in 9th, right in the middle on mediums, looking pretty solid for him right now. In terms of strategy, he'll make an easy one-stop compared to everyone else. Who I'm not sure. I mean, the softs might be easy to stretch, but of course the mediums will, like the crossover point will come, and the mediums will get quicker. So. Could be a good strategy call. Junkie Sport also thinking the
Yeah,
same thing.
he Smith's back, so hopefully he gets a lap. He's just about got time for a lap, so hopefully he gets a lap in before the end. I would rule out Junkie Sport for a little bit of a surprise. I mean, he sprung a surprise in USA when he got a second place, I think it was. Yeah, it was a second place because the person in front retired. So Junkie Sport was very quick in USA, so you never know. He could spring a surprise this evening, definitely. Even
Yeah,
though he's in the
few
fastest
people.
car, he's in the fastest car at the end of the day as well. So if he puts it all together, you never know.
Yeah, a few people could end up surprising us. Of course, a few people quite off the pace, which could have been like an early banker, or maybe they set a banker in the middle of the session and they're going to go out right at the end to go even quicker. I'm on board with TRS. Looks like he got. Maybe he thought that the person coming out of the pits, the Renault, which I think is could have been Pagani, I think. but he was on a lap, and he looks to have aborted it. He might have got scared
Bottom's
there.
going very slowly down the straight. Very slowly. I don't know.
Ah, here we go.
Supposedly on a lap, but he's going very, very slow into the chicane there.
Yeah, he may have invalidated, because if he didn't before, he certainly did through that chicane, because it is so easy to do.
So it looks like he's went onto.
T. Smith lags out again. So we're gonna. Oxy is actually on an outlap. So is Aaron. He's a little bit further behind. Goykarp, he is in third at the moment. He certainly can improve in his time. He is in the Mercedes as well, which will always help him. On board, coming up to the hairpin, that will the exit of the hairpin will affect his whole straight, and it looks to be quite a clean exit. Now coming down the first back straight, I guess you would call it, and coming into the little chicane here, braking quite nicely, takes enough curb, and the exit a little bit gingerly on the throttle. He did have to correct it slightly, but looks. Oh, and Big Pizza's also getting pretty close to him.
Blue Fly's crossed the line with 10 seconds to complete his lap, so he timed it absolutely perfectly to the end there. So Blue Flag will have the best track, to be honest. So I'm watching Blue Flag at the moment. It's good going through the first few corners. Should be.
Yeah, I'm currently. Oh, that's certainly. Yeah, that's invalidated for Goykarp. That's very unfortunate. I wasn't actually sure. I'm not sure if he was up on his time or not, but he will be quite annoyed at himself for that corner cut. It's so easy to do, of course. I mean, a little lapse in concentration and then you turn in too much. But I'm now going to go on board with Oxy. I'm not sure how much he's up on his time, but as Cat is just gets out of the way.
Lost the back end going on the second straight, but he's 1.5 times up at the moment, and at Ender Sector 2 he's 5 times up, so...
And there goes Oxy into first by a little under 2 tenths, and we'll go on board with Aaron, who's finishing his lap now. He'll certainly be challenging for pole. I'm not sure how much he's up on his lap yet. A little bit wide on the entry through the final corner, and he doesn't improve. So it looks like it's going to be down to Lennon or Niels to take this pole off him.
Blue Flag is going to be about 8 times, I think, probably. So he might get in the top 4.
Yeah, if you... Oh, he doesn't. Oh, wait, did he?
His Sector 3 wasn't great. He matched his time, I think, roughly, to be honest. So he lost that in the third sector.
Yeah, Len and Steffo couldn't beat Oxy either, so... And here is my engine sound back. So, Oxy on pole. We both kind of predicted that, and we both also predicted that Aaron would be quite close to him, as he certainly was. So, Oxy is on pole, followed by Aaron, completing the front row. Then there's Jesper, Goykarp, Kat, Steffo, Pagani, Blue Flag onto the podium, Rom Ellison, Niels, Andy, Chunky Sport, Chicken Guy, TRS, Agent Panda, Cress, Big Pizzas, and T Smith, who has not been able to set a time, unfortunately, with lagging out quite a bit. So hopefully he's able to join back in the race. I mean, I'll have a free choice of tyre. Oh, my controller disconnected there. Everything is okay now. Got it in the charger.
Got engine sound for.
Yeah, I think if the glitch happens in the race, you just press pause and go back, and I think it fixes. So at least that's That's alright. So now everyone's just going to be getting their setups, their,
So,
no,
who
not
are
their
we predicting
setups.
for the top three tonight?
Mm. Well, Oxy, of course, looked pretty good. Of course, he got pulled by a little under 2 tenths, which is quite a gap. I mean, Aaron will be certainly pressuring him. They look like the two who would be going for the win, although strategy could play into that, and someone could come from the midfield and put themselves in a winning position. You never know. But I'm going to go with Oxy again for the win. I'll put Aaron in second, and excuse me. Let me just have a look at the tires. I'll go for third. I'm gonna say that Lennon Stefo's gonna get third, because he did look pretty good at the start of qualifying. Maybe something happened with his lap, I'm not sure, but I feel like he could bring it back potentially.
I'll go with Ox to win, Aaron to be second, and I'll go for blue flag because I think he was a couple of tenths off what he could do in qualifying, so I think he's got a good chance of maybe getting on the podium. I'll go for blue flag for third.
Yeah, let's just
So we've got 3 people on the mediums, 11, 12 and 13. Chicken guy starting on the hard.
yeah, I'm
Might
not sure if T Smith got to join back unless you saw.
Not yet. I didn't see him join back as of yet.
Hopefully he gets in before the race starts, because he is quick, and to be honest, if he was able to get a lap in, he probably would have been up there fighting for the pole and probably this win as well. So hopefully he'll be able to get back, and we could see a drive from the back like a last question mark challenge. Now
Let's
in
hope
the
first corner was a bit better than last night in F3.
yeah, I didn't actually see F3, so I'm not sure how bad it is, but
Hopefully it's not.
yeah, hopefully it's a clean start anyway. Around the final corner now, they'll be lining up on the grid. The AI should take over. A few people getting disqualified, unfortunately.
So T Smith did join back, we hadn't noticed, but he's now left again, so I don't think T Smith is going to be on the grid, unfortunately.
If this camera doesn't change, I'll go back to third, but hopefully it does. It sometimes does after the lights.
Okay, so I think it's nearly us.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to make do with this. I can't actually see the start. Oh, there we go.
Oh, got it. Start.
And it's lights out and away we go. It looks like Jesper's got a pretty good start. He goes side by side with Aaron into turn 1. He gets pushed wide a little bit. He should be able to come back from that and still side by side. Yeah, it looks like Big Pizzas and also Goikarp there in the background. And that fight at the front dies down. They all slot in to a kind of train here. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so Goikarp and Stefo and TRS. TRS look with damage to his end plate there as well, so he may have to pit.
Glenn's definitely still got his line. I don't know how. I don't know if he just spun on his own.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check if these guys have significant wing damage. Yeah, no, it looks like only TRS got a wing damage off that.
Oh, Aaron's took the inside line. Aaron's got the position still.
Okay, so in the early stages of this race, we have Oxy leading from pole, 1 over a second back to Aaron Taylor, so he seems to be pulling out a gap in the early stages, which is very good for him. Jesper in third and Kat in fourth, being pressured by Pagani. And then following these two, we have Blue Flag, Niels onto the podium, Rob Elson and Junkie Sport in 10th. As Agent Panda.
He's lost that now. Just after the.
Yeah, I see.
The
into the wall.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for him. And he was also on the mediums as well, so he could have had a good strategy. Yeah, so it looks like everyone's kind of in a single file line now, so probably have to wait until the straight until we see any overtaking. And Kat and Pagani do look quite close together. No DRS in activation yet until next lap, but he is closing. He might have a look. He does have a look, but he's not close enough to make a move, as he goes very close to the back of Kat there, nearly making contact, but able to keep it clean. And now on the exit, we'll go on board with him. He's going to go right round the outside, which will turn for the inside for the very next corner. And he's got that position up to fourth place. Very nice. Oh, and he's in the wall.
Whoa, that was a big impact.
Yeah, Pagani out. It looks like he may have had a bit of contact with Kat or Blue Flag. I'm not 100% sure though. And that might have kind of sent him into the wall.
He was very close to the back of him as he went round the corner, but I didn't see any contact, so I don't know if he just lost it on the exit. But I doubt it, though.
A few people crashing out. We've lost Pagani and Panda already, and it's only lap 3.
He was in the pits. He's lost his left end plate. I think that was from the collision with. I think he must have had damage from when Pagani went out.
Yeah, so there's seems a few people pitting. That's why I thought that was fighting. So Goyikarp, it looks like T Smith might have joined back. I didn't see him join back, but
he's round. Oh no, he's not. He's caught it. He's going right. He's going round the fast right hand out of the first sector.
Yeah, he's also lost the position to Lennon there as well.
So, in terms of people that are on good strategies, Chicken Guy, who we know he's in F1, he's very quick. He started in the hards and he's up to 9th already on the hards, which is a very good position for having the hards on this early stage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check. Cress actually gained 7 positions off the start, as did T Smith as well. So, well, I mean, maybe not off the start, but he's gained 7 positions in the first 3 laps, so looks like they've had pretty good starts. Although that is helped by how many people have had to pit on lap 1 and 2, so... Yeah, early stages, Oxy is pulling away from Aaron. The gap now a little over 2 seconds, so he's looking pretty comfortable out in first. And he may well end up bringing this race win home, but you never know. Like, there is people close to him, only 5 seconds about separate the top 4. Yeah, oh, there's a McLaren round. That's Rom Elson. On the exit of, I think that's turn 3, the back end just stepped out and he's lost a few positions there.
Cress has got a 3-second penalty. He missed the at the end of the second straight. He missed the corner, so he just cut the corner and got a 3-second penalty, so that's not good for him. He isn't a good strategy, mind you, so hopefully he has run wide a few times, so I don't know if he's going to get any more penalties.
T Smith there, in the background, guiding up into 10th, passing Big Pizzas at the end of the back straight. Yeah, so much happens on the straight, you can't catch it all. because of how powerful the slipstream is around this track. So yeah, Cat up into third. He's looking pretty comfortable right now. Not really making any mistakes. He's gained 2 positions off the start as well, starting 5th, now in 3rd in the Haas with the 2 racing points directly behind him. Jesper is also pressuring him quite a bit into turn 1. Not going to make a move though. We may see a fight brewing between these two over the next few laps. It's Big Pizzas and Goikarp into turn 1. Goikarp had a look, but there was unfortunately no way to get past, so he's gonna have to stick behind for now.
Rom's in the pits. I think he had damage. He changed his front wing, so I don't know if that was, he did spin, but I don't think he lost damage there, so I don't know if that's from a previous incident. He's in the pits anyway. He's got the mediums on now.
Yeah, back having a look at this fight for 3rd. 3 cars in the fight for 3rd at the moment. And it looks like Jesper's going to have a look around the outside, but he's not able to make anything of it.
Will flag out, broke himself there into that. Just behind him.
Yeah, it looks like he did lose a few tenths there as well. He was directly behind his teammate just before, and of course without breaking himself, has lost a few tenths. And he spun around. No, he hasn't actually. He just lost the rear. He actually caught it. He was very lucky to catch it there. And now
a few issues. I've noticed him a few times having like he's not spinning, but he's losing the back end quite a bit. So as I did say, the racing point isn't great round track with a lot of corners in it. So you never know. I'm not sure he's very comfortable.
Yeah, Cat has come in. I'm not sure if that's it looks a scheduled stop, but no one else, none of the other front runners have came in with them. Oh no, Aaron's actually in as well. So it looks like this is the pit window for the soft runners, and we'll start to see the medium runners get promoted to the top for a little bit. Of course, on the better strategies, still will not have to worry about tyre wear. So we could see Junkie Sport coming in to this. He's gained 8 positions. He started, I think, 13th. It looks like
he could have a chance tonight because he is in the best car, and if he pulls it together, he is quite quick. Cress has made a move in Chicken Guy. Just got onto the start of the second straight, but he's lost it, and I think Chicken Guy's going to get the move back round the outside. And T Smith's right behind us battle as well, so we could have a 3-way.
Yeah, T Smith nearly going for a double overtake there. Thinks better of it though, and that's Cress had to correct his car going through the chicane, and now oh, okay, Cress just about keeps the position. Nearly loses it to T Smith. As we see a little bit of a lock up from Chicken Guy.
Cress has lost. I think Cress has lost his front wing there, and in that Aaron has just got past as well.
Yeah, so a front end plate, the left side of his front wing.
Aaron's got 3 moves in the space of 2 corners there due to that. And oh, Cat's lost it. I think he just lost a few seconds there. He nearly went into the back of Cress. He broke a bit early for the last corner.
The 2 Mercedes guys still going at it into turn 1. Chicken Guy and Cress. Now, oh, that's unfortunate. A little bit of overspeed in that corner, and Cat now has a little bit of damage. Hopefully it's not too bad, and he's able to drive with it.
Because a little bit. I think it's his end plate, his left end plate. So,
yeah, he was. Cat was fighting for 3rd as well there, and now with the damage, he will be. I mean, it'll be good for the 2 Renaults or racing points, because with his wing damage, he won't be able to get as much of an undercut as he would like. still going side by side though. Crest not giving up. And now the two Williams once again side by side. And now it's three wide.
Oh no.
This will never end well. Crest decides to back out of it, and now Cat and Chicken got going side by side, and they're three wide once again. And he's he's off, and he's pretty much lost his whole front wing now. So into the pit for Cat this lap. He's lost all of his front wing. That's very unfortunate. It looked like inevitable that something would happen there. I mean, going three wide in that corner is never something that is gonna end well all the time. Onto the podium, going on to mediums, interestingly.
I think Junkie Sports had a bit of an incident, because he was up in 4th, and he's just lost about 4 positions, and I'm pretty sure he was about 8 seconds ahead of... Has he lost his front wing? I think he has. Yeah, he's lost his front wing, I think, hasn't he?
Who has?
Right. Junkie Sport. He was 4 seconds ahead of Aaron, or 5 seconds ahead of Aaron. He's now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that would be red front wing damage. He's lost pretty much his full end plate there on the left. So, I would expect a move from TRS now coming down this straight.
I don't think he's close enough yet.
Yeah, the Mercedes engine seems to be too good there.
Oh, he's went.
Oh, they both go deep. Both of them go deep, synchronized. And actually, TRS behind them also has, it looks like, pretty much the same amount of.
Yeah, TRS.
Maybe a little bit less, but they both have front wing damage.
TRS
on the left there.
Just before he accelerated. Oh, Junkie's bolts off again.
Yeah, he's gone wide. I mean, with the red front wing, he's going to have to pit, or else he's just going to keep losing time.
Definitely going to end the lap.
Lennon Stepfo also running with some front wing damage. So yeah, actually after his stop, Oxy comes out in 3rd place and only 9 seconds off the lead, and they have not pit yet. So he's actually made a very good overcut on Aaron. He's just about come out ahead on the hard tires, so I don't think Aaron will be able to take those tires to the end. Oxy certainly will be able to. So and Aaron also having a look in down the inside there. At the exit, he gets a better exit. He'll have DRS as well. He's going to go around the outside. Side by side they go. It looks like he might have the overspeed to get it done before the corner. He does get it done before the corner, and he gets a net P1 for now. But I think Oxy has actually played this perfectly, because he's come out with Aaron, now behind him, after Aaron overtaking him, of course. But Aaron will need to make another stop. Oxy won't. So Aaron needs to pull a 20-second gap. Well, not necessarily, but he'll have to pit and then come out and close the gap. And with Oxy in the slipstream in DRS, that's going to be hard to do.
He has just set the fastest lap. Nope, that's him. They're definitely not going to go to the end of the mediums, not from when he pitted lap 6.
Yeah, Junkie Sport getting a 3-second time penalty there, and another 3-second time penalty. What's going on here?
Well, Junkie Sport. He's just lost it as well into that corner. Not been the best of few laps up Junkie Sport, has it?
Yeah, he was actually potentially in the running for probably a podium, I'd say, judging by where the leaders, the net leaders are, I don't think he would have been in the running for a win. But the two Racing Points, who are running a 1-2 at the moment, going at it for the lead. They are on. Yeah, they're still on the softs that they qualified on. Could they be trying to take them long enough to the point where they could do a one-stop onto mediums?
They've lost about 5 or 6. No, actually, they were 10 seconds was it, away from the lead. They're now 3 seconds off the lead. So they've lost about 7 seconds in the last lap or two. So,
yeah. Now blue flag is coming in. We'll see what tires he goes on to. That'll be interesting. His teammate, of course, will have to stay out another lap because otherwise double stacking. So
maybe we'll do the mediums from here, to be honest.
Yeah, 17 laps.
10 laps, then I'm sure he can make the mediums last the rest. Especially
yeah, it'll be tight on tire wear, but it could be possible.
Yeah, he is in the mediums, so.
And the Racing Point of Jesper holding up Aaron. It is helping Oxy to close up.
Oh, switch back from Aaron there, Jesper.
Oxy gets DRS on Aaron. Aaron gets DRS on Jesper, but he also has slipstream. No move into this particular corner. So it's a little too far back, but it has allowed him to catch up. So any gains that Aaron has made in the last few laps is basically gone because of the Racing Point holding him up just that small bit in the hairpin.
Goykarp's overtaking TRS on the straight. Just overtook him. Ox has got a 3-second penalty.
Oh, that could decide the race. I mean, you never know. And yeah, TRS round. He's got end plate damage. It looks minor, but it is going to be affecting him. Ron Elson only 2 seconds back. He will probably be cutting down. Actually, he's on fresh tires and no wing damage, so he will be.
On T Smith, he's round at just at the tunnel.
Yeah. I haven't caught it on stream. I haven't caught him going around, but he has lost. It doesn't look like he's actually lost any front wing, has he?
He's been on it for 10 laps. The mediums, they're off. They fell off the cliff. That's what's happened. I think he's just lost it going into.
Yeah, I'd say that's tire temps. I mean, after spinning, they go like super high. So he probably decided, oh, he'd rather pit than be on these tires because they're so high in temperature, and I'll just be spinning. So.
Jesper's just come out of pits.
He was leading. His teammates in 4th. He's now in 9th. So staying out that extra lap has lost him like almost like 10 seconds, even more.
I mean, I know his tyres were warm, but he must have had an incident in that last lap. But you don't lose 10 seconds for that.
There's a yellow flag for Junkie Sport. He's gone around again in turn 4 actually. That's turn 4. We have saw a few people going around there. It is unfortunate for him. I think he could have, without the spins, he could have been up there for sure. His strategy was pretty good too.
Just down into the end of the second straight, and he's got it done. Goykarp's up to 7th now. So that's good. He's done 2 overtakes, I think it is now. So he's on the move, definitely. Checking Gary, struggling, and Niels is catching him.
Oh, Goykarp there, snap of oversteer. Back end stepped out a little bit, but he's able to handle it. Going back for the fight, to the fight for the lead. Oxley's actually got back past Aaron. So, yeah, that might be somewhat to do with Aaron's tires as well. I mean, he'll have more worn mediums compared to Oxy's less worn hards. So maybe this is a little bit of a changeover point. Maybe Aaron made a mistake. I haven't seen him make a mistake, so.
Rob Elson's just lost it. I just caught that. He just went round the right-hander. He was very close to. Oh, I can't remember who he was very close to, but he basically went round the right-hander and just lost it and went straight into the wall. So he's out.
Yeah, I think he wasn't actually running too badly either.
No,
He was looking at a points finish.
I think he was behind. Was it Coandy or Jesper? It was close. I think he was about 9th or 10th, but he was very close to something. He was about 2 attempts away from someone, and he just lost.
Yeah, a few people just having unfortunate races, really. And there's someone else around. Is that chicken guy? No, that's. It might have been Cat.
Goy Carp and Jesper were having a bit of a fight going down the second straight, just after the second straight, and I think they both just kind of touched each other. I don't think that anyone got damaged, but I think they just touched each other in the exit corner.
As blue flag there also sets the fastest lap of the race.
Someone did at the podium, so I did think blue flag was going to be quite quick here.
Yeah, he is closing on onto the podium as well on 3 laps fresher tyres.
I think Lennon's got at least 2 penalties. I think he's actually got more. I think.
So that's Cat and Cress. It looks like Cress might have made a mistake because he was with Cat and now he's a few seconds down the road.
So in terms of penalties, Neil's get 6 seconds, Junkie Sports get 9 seconds, I think.
Goykarp's making a move on Andy on the straight. Mercedes power is certainly going to help out with that, and he's made it before the corner. He is on much fresher tyres, a step softer as well, so you would expect him to be able to make that kind of move pretty easily. And now he can start chasing after Niels, who is also on hards that are quite worn. So yeah, Goykarp could be looking at potentially, I'd say 6th, because Jesper is on those quite fresh mediums, and he may be taking those to the end. We're not sure.
He caught up with Jesper, but then he had that incident and it dropped him back behind Andy, Andy. So I think he had closed up quite a bit to Jesper, but then he had that little incident and then he fell back behind Niels and Andy. I think he has got quite a lot of pace. Everyone's quite spread out other than Andy and Goykarp now. Everyone else is over a second between them now.
Yeah, we'll go to. Well, I mean, Goykarp's going to be closing on Niels and most likely going to be making an overtake on him. So. Yeah, not really much happening, but of course there is another that is 13 laps left to go, so plenty of time for things to change, but at the moment people quite spread out, as you said there.
Everything can change in an instant. Aaron's the only one that's one of the only ones that's not got a penalty yet, because I think Ox has got a 3-second penalty.
Does Aaron have any?
No, not yet. I don't think. He had a couple of warnings. I'll double check. So Aaron's he's got 1 warning from exceeding track limits, but that's it. 1 warning. So He's looking very good for not having any penalties at the moment.
Well, I mean, although Oxy has a penalty and Aaron doesn't, I'd still be looking at Oxy to take quite a comfortable win. Of course, Aaron has another stop to make. Oxy will be going to the end.
So
Yeah,
Andy and Goikar are really close to each other on the main straight. Not the main straight, sorry, the first straight. It's the second one.
yeah, and he's gonna have a look down the inside, and once again, that Mercedes power just,
That must be a very low wing setup. Because I know the Mercedes
yeah.
is quite fast car, but that thing's flying in this race.
Yeah, I
Much
think
faster.
Niels might be running a bit low of a wing though, because we see Coandy as well closing up so very quickly. And now he's actually under pressure from T. Smith, and he goes down the inside of
Yeah,
him and makes quite a nice overtake into the chicane there. And now he's right on the back of Niels.
he ran wide nails there.
I mean, this is just T. Smith picking them all off because his tyres are much fresher at the moment, so he will have quite a pace advantage. I would honestly, he could go for a move into the final corner at this rate. He will be going for, oh, yeah, Niels
So much
placed his car perfectly there. But on the exit, he gets, yeah, just so much more grip out of the final corner. Down the inside he goes and up into 7th place. And now he'll be chasing after Goikarp. He's got 5 laps fresher worth of tyres. I mean, T. Smith, he started down in 19th. He's up in 7th. That has to be at least considered for driver of the day. I mean, he has another stop to do, but there are people behind him who also kind of have to make another stop. And if they don't, then he will be quicker at the end, so he could be looking at 7th place.
Onto the podium is catching Aaron very slightly every lap, but it's went down from about 6.5 seconds to 4.4. So onto the podium I think is catching Aaron quite slowly. He started in 9th, so that's quite an improvement as well, because he's up front, blue flag behind him. Oh, onto the podium.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very nearly.
When someone crashes into that wall, they do have to be quite careful. He actually pits.
Oh yeah, he was due to pit. He pitted at the same time as Aaron, so then they both had to stop again.
Yeah, there's only 10 laps left actually, so he'll be going on to another set of medium tyres. And he'll be going to the end. He's got a 4-second gap to Aaron provisionally, so we'll see how that changes. 8 people watching the stream right now, which is always good to see.
Junkie Sport has just lost it into the braking zone at the sector 3 just before the tunnel. But lost quite a bit of time there. Lost about a second.
He's on quite worn. Yeah, he will pit now. I was going to say he might be pitting soon because he's on quite worn softs, and he pits just as I was about to say it.
So Guy's pitted, he's now on to mediums, that's his second stop. And he comes out just in front of Chicken Guy, who's only in 4 laps over the tyres.
Yeah, onto the podium came out only a little bit off Jesper. He is, of course, catching him quite rapidly on those fresh mediums. So we should see... Oh, that is unfortunate. That might cost him a little bit at the end of this race, but...
Aaron's in. Is he going to go into mediums or softs? He could make the softs.
If he has a fresh set of softs available, I think he can, but if they're used from qualifying, I don't think so.
Mediums, I think.
Yeah, on go another set of mediums. And
Oh,
okay, that's a little glitch. He did actually come out at a normal time. Just it just glitched a little. And onto the podium, he may jump him. He does jump him. He comes out in a net P2. Their tires are pretty much the same, so that was quite the undercut from him. And you also get DRS off of Jesper as well. He gets very close to the back end of Jesper there. So we should be seeing an overtake, but we may see an overtake from Aaron onto the podium as well. This could be synchronized overtakes. It could end up being 3 wide here. Yeah, so onto the podium has a look down the inside. Actually, he's unable to do it.
Aaron's just overtook both of them. Yeah, Jesper outbroke himself, so...
Yeah, Jesper gets a 3-second time penalty there as well. Yeah. Onto the podium, lost out quite a bit there, and now he's left chasing Aaron, who is on a lap fresher worth of tyres. So that is not what he would have wanted. He would have wanted to get past Jesper, and that would be that, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
The Williams drivers have been near enough side by side the entire race, because they were battling right at the start for about 10 laps, and once again they're within 4 or 5 tenths of each other. So they are very, very closely matched in pace.
Yeah, and it looks like Crest might be going for an overtake down the inside of Chicken Guy, and he gets it just before the corner as well.
Oh no, it's not. TRS, sorry. Oh, he's just went straight up.
Ah, okay. And he gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
Right, TRS is retiring, for sure. What else is... Onto the podiums, closed up in Jesper again. He's just come onto the straight, and I imagine he's about to make a move. Nearly went up the back now.
It looks like Blue Flag might have made a little bit of a bad strategy call, because everyone who was with him before came out, well, they pitted before him, got an undercut.
Oh, onto the podiums that broke himself, and Jesper has as well, and they're both off the track.
Yeah, he does at least get past Jesper. Did onto the podium get a penalty there again?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Someone did at the same time. So Jesper has a look down the inside a little bit.
Jesper's got a penalty.
Yeah. It was a little bit desperate there, because I don't really think the move was on. Onto the podium was already turning in for the corner. Luckily, nothing bad happened.
Jesper's getting quite a few penalties now, because remember he went off a couple of laps ago. He got a penalty with Adam.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag. Is it tier? No.
Oh, Lennon's got a penalty as well.
TRS is in the final. Okay, he's coming. Price's tire didn't rip off there.
So Lennon's getting 9 seconds of penalties now, I think. At least 9 seconds. I saw him get at least 3. Oh, T-Smith is just sped in the pit lane. Who else is close to that? Lennon's right on the back of Cat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the stream chat up on my phone, so I can see what people are saying. So I have this chat up now, so if you wanna say anything, ask any questions, feel free. Goikarp fastest lap, someone said.
Yeah, he got the fastest lap a while ago, and he's just beat it. He done a 39 or 20, a 39.3 there. So
onto the podium, 4 seconds off. I mean, it's not what he would have wanted. They could have, like Aaron and onto the podium could have had a fight to the end, but unfortunately that incident happened. Do you think onto the podium might be able to close the gap? The tyres are quite similar as well.
Cat has just got back past Lennon, so he did. Lennon overtook him at the first straight, and Cat's just gotten back on the second straight, so and Lennon's going to try and put it around the outside. Oh, and Cat, good defensive driving. But he just went wide and
Yeah, Lennon gets a cutback line, but he has to kind of avoid hitting Cat, and he cuts the track a little bit there. So seems like fight brewing for seventh now.
Chris and Chicken Guy are still under seconds of each other.
Yeah, what was that?
Chris and Chicken Guy are still.
Oh yeah.
Seconds. That's been
in turn 4.
Oh.
Luckily he ghosted.
He's got Goikarp.
Goikarp, if he didn't ghost, Goikarp would have smashed into him, and that would have been his race over.
Yeah, he's literally going around there about 180 miles an hour. That would have not been a nice crash. So Press is right on the back of Cat now. Oh. So he's shooting up to the main straight, and Chicken Guy's right behind this, so this could once again be a 3 wide.
Yeah,
Didn't go well last time. So.
Iron and Blue Flag, well, Iron has caught up to Blue Flag, and now there is a legitimate fight for second. I'm not sure how penalties would affect it. Blue Flag didn't get a great exit out of that corner, and now Iron gets a switch back. He has a look down the inside, but not able to make anything of it. Blue Flag gets a better exit.
Not close enough, is he?
Oh, Blue Flag actually goes deep there, and now the side-by-side once again into turn 2, and now turn 3. Okay, I actually thought that was turn 4.
Boys, they had him under the tunnel again. That's proven to be quite a bad spot. You can lose it on the exit of that corner though, because it's quite a slow corner, and a lot of people do lose it on the exit of that. And I think there's been at least 3 or 4 people that have lost it there already tonight.
Yeah, it seems like it's just that kind of place that you just kind of lose the back end on. And also turn 3 as well. Yeah. That seems to be a place where people can lose it.
When the tyres go off, it's quite a difficult corner that, because it's a
yeah,
bit
quite a lot of load coming into the corner as well.
What's happened to Cat? I was on.
Yeah, he spun, so that's why he's down in 13th.
He just I don't know what happened. He just kind of lost. He didn't even lose it. He kind of just drove off the wrong part of the track. Out of like turn 3.
Kubitsa from Japan.
he just I don't even know what happened. He came out of the corner and he just went straight on. Just didn't turn. Very odd. Anyway, Chicken Guy is about to overtake Cress for what feels like the 19th time. And Cress is Niels just went around outside. Whoa, what a move!
Niels, I didn't actually catch it on stream unfortunately, but a double overtake from Niels.
What a move that was!
Well done to him. A double overtake is never.
Around outside.
Right on the outside as well. That's actually an amazing move. I would have thought inside getting the double overtake would be hard. Around the outside is like next level.
I don't know how he got past them both. I have no idea. But anyway, that was a great move by Niels. So anyone else that's other than Cress, Chicken Guy, and Niels? That's kind of it at the moment. I don't think anyone else is going to come into the pits. Ox has been on those tyres for quite a while though, so they could be falling off the back.
Yeah, Iron now 15 seconds back. He will be closing pretty much from now to the end of the race, but there's only this lap and 4 more left.
What's happening?
And Junkie Sports out.
What happened? Where is he? Cat had a moment as well there. I don't know if was that between Cat and Junkie Sport. I don't know, but Cat's just lost about 7 seconds. So I don't know if they had a bit coming together. And Chicken Guy and Cress are quite close together. Same with Niels again. Virtual safety car. Oh,
that's probably for Junkie Sports retirement there.
We don't ever get a safety car in this game, let's be honest.
Yeah. All we want is a safe. I mean, imagine a safety car right now. That would like Oxy would
That
have
would
to
be
pit,
a
and then Aaron might think of pitting. I mean, he might think of track position as well,
He's
but that
got
would spice up this race quite nicely.
Yeah, it would have. Sadly, we don't get many safety cars at all. Oh,
Yeah, I've
right.
actually never had a full safety car on this game.
Cat is just I don't really know how to describe it. He kind of I don't know if he was trying to warm his tyres, but he kind of just binned it on the straight. So,
Yeah, I'm on board with Big Pete to see if we can see his stranded car.
yeah, it's on the end of the second straight. He's like as the turn just after the turn. He was kind of
He's on in the middle of the
tyres,
road there.
Yeah, he weaved on. He kind of. I don't know. He kind of just weaved, or I don't know if he just done it on purpose. I'm not sure, but he just kind of went into the right hand side of the tyre wall. So T Smith is 1.2 off Goy. He's on softs.
A fight for third now that I thought would happen. Blue flagging onto the podium. Onto the podium is now caught. Up with him.
For both of them.
Onto the podium just gets another 3 second there as well.
But
on the exit, he's having a look around the outside. He thinks better of it and stays behind for now. Blue flag loses at the exit, under the tunnel, and just before the tunnel, and onto the podium, just getting better exits everywhere. Will he make a similar move like Aaron did earlier on? No, he isn't able to. But you can see the grip difference at the moment. Of course, onto the podium star is only 8 laps. Blue flags are 15 laps old. So yeah, it looks like Blue Flag did plan to take those to the end. And same with his teammate.
Any penalties that I can see on the podiums get 6 seconds. So
yeah, I don't think he'll be able to pull a 6-second gap in the next 2.5 laps.
He's only got 1 more on the Blue Flag, and Aaron's only got 1 or 2 as well. So in terms of penalties, Blue Flag's getting none. On the podiums, get 6 seconds worth. You get 2-3 seconds. Aaron's getting none as well. There's a Blue Flag. No. Oh, Goikart. Oh dear.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He was actually running pretty well as well.
It's turn 3 again.
Hmm.
Well, turn 3's cost 3 cars, right? Is it 2 cars? Goy,
yeah, I think Rom Ellison went around there too, didn't he?
Who? Sorry, who?
Rom Ellison went round.
Yeah, we did. So it's
we saw. I think Junkie Sport might have gone out there too.
On the podiums, get past.
Cat went round. No, that was different. Cat went around somewhere else. But yeah, a few people getting claimed by turn 3.
Yeah, on the podium needs to pull out 5 seconds in the next 2 laps on Blue Flag, and he'll have third. But Blue Flag Influence has got 16 lap old mediums, and on the podium has 9 lap. So I wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah, he could well get 2.5. Like,
yeah,
he needs to get 2.5 seconds per lap for each lap, which is certainly possible.
Yeah, he's at least lost 4 times in the first sector, so.
He's also out of DRS range, so he'll have to try and benefit from a distant tow as well. Yeah, he's flying away at the moment. The gap already 2.2 seconds.
The most interesting battle is who gets 10th out of Cress and Chicken Guy.
Yeah.
Excluding penalties, which Cress has got about 20 seconds, I think, by now. I think I've seen his name come up about 6 or 7 times in the penalties. But other than penalties, they have been near enough side by side for 28 laps. And Cress is right behind Chicken Guy. He's getting our penalty. So that's just another one to add to Cress's list. Oh no! Don't make a move there. Oh.
Actually, I've just had a look. Hashtag ask comms. Can Oxy get to the finish on this set of tires? I saw it a bit late. He did say it a few laps ago. Obviously he can on the last lap.
Have you
Yeah.
noticed Coandy's on 25 lap old hards? What in the world?
Wow.
How
Yeah,
not
that's like almost a full race. He's done
His
almost a
tyre
full
wear
race
must be
on
ridiculous.
hards.
T
And
Smith
he's
and must
got,
be
yeah,
fast.
T Smith right behind him.
So last
That'll
lap,
be one of the easiest moves he'll ever have to make in his racing career. Racing
blue
league
flag
career.
is only 3 seconds behind on the podium. So 3.4, sorry. So unless he makes a mistake, he should have third.
Yeah, I'm on
But
board with T Smith. He's got like miles more grip.
Chris is get past Chicken Guy on the
Oh,
last lap.
all they've been doing all race is looking at each other, to be honest.
I mean, in terms of if they're closely matched teammates, I mean, you literally couldn't get them any closer. It's literally
Yeah.
impossible. T Smith has got past Kawandi, who is on 26 lap old hard, so that's a bit unsurprising, to be honest. I'm surprised they've not punctured yet. They must be gone completely.
Yeah, I think he must have pit lap
Gonna
3.
make a move. So Ox has just crossed the finish line. He's got first place. Aaron is just coming around
Yeah,
the
there's still a fight for 6th. I'm not sure how penalties will affect it, but it's a
Aaron
fight
crosses
nonetheless.
second.
Coandy and T Smith still going at it. Coandy just
expecting-
ahead, but T Smith obviously on much fresher tires.
Blue flag gets third. Yep. So on the podium did have 6 seconds of penalties.
Oh.
And blue flag. Sorry.
Yeah,
blue
T
went
Smith is still trying to get past Coandy
in.
around the outside of the second last corner.
Oh,
And
that's
now
so sad.
Lennon Steph was also trying to have a look.
Oh,
And he
he's lost
spins
it,
around the
lost it,
final corner.
lost it. Oh no.
Niels is coming around the
He's
second
reversing
last
over the
corner
finish
now.
line. He's reversing over
Ah,
the
that's
finish.
amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if a car
Well.
smashed into him right now. There you go, I literally called it.
Did he? Oh no. Oh, he did. I've got it. It's Neil. Oh my. He's lost his. Oh, he's lost his. Oops. At least he crossed the finish line. That's not bad. So.
And now Chicken Guy and Cress. Yeah, Cress actually fell back from his teammate a little bit there.
What happened to Chris? He's 25 seconds behind now. Oh,
And he smashes into the McLaren there as well.
well, that was interesting. Okay, so
So it's Oxy who takes
Very
the
dominant.
win here. Yeah, was very dominant. He won by, I think, around like 12 seconds by the end of it. So obviously, obviously the one stop was king compared to the two
fastest
stop.
lap was T Smith, who went onto the softs at the end there.
Yeah.
He gets the bonus point. Is that the performance still what the same as normal FTRL?
I don't think FTRL actually do the fastest lap point, and also this is preseason.
No,
so.
they do for the normal divisions, but I don't know if it's for performance. They definitely do though for normal, and they add an extra point on if you finish in the top 10. Get a faster lap.
Huh. Well, anyway, your winner for pre-season here at Abu Dhabi is FTRL Oxy, only getting one penalty there. Aaron Taylor a little under 10 seconds back in second, and then Blue Flag rounds out the podium. Onto the podium, finishes third, but gets demoted off the podium down to fourth. Then it's Jesper, Coandy, T. Smith, and then Steffo, Chicken Guy, Niels, Cress, Big Pizzas, and then I'm not sure if Goikarp, and the rest DNF'd. I didn't get to read all that, but everyone from Goikarp down DNF'd.
take it you have. I take it you have Aaron and blue flag and all that there. Friends or the podium.
I'm inviting Oxy, Aaron, and Blue Flag, right? Hold on, actually, hang on. OX, okay. This will take a second because I don't actually have them all friended. There's I've got Oxy, and then I have A or O N. No, that's not. That's completely wrong. Okay, thanks. Then it's Blue Flag. And then Aaron, there we go. So we'll just wait for them to join up and then we'll get the interviews going.
So we're just waiting on blue flag now?
Yep.
That's blue flag just coming in now.
Okay, so looks like we have everyone. I guess Oxy, will start with you being the winner of the race. Your strategy seemed to be superior there, going from softs to hards compared to Aaron's soft, medium, medium. Were you worried that Aaron was going to maybe catch you by the end, or did you have it all under control?
Well, let's just start with I cannot emphasize how much I actually love to be up here again. Obviously with the co-founder, I mean, well, basically founder of the league. And also congrats to Blue Flag for a phenomenal effort to beat the meme lord himself onto the podium. And yeah, I mean, the strategy always was a one-stopper, softs to hards, and it's just so much faster. You're not stuck in traffic. You have the pace all the time. You can save a bit of fuel in the RS and then push if need to be. Then I think I had one penalty, but that didn't hurt my chances that much. So yeah.
Yeah, and it was quite a well-driven race from you. Of course, I think after your one and only pit stop, you came out just ahead of Aaron as well, so that must have felt quite good that the overcut worked out for you.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit worried. I stayed out 2 more laps than Aaron, and I was a bit worried then that I might be stuck behind him. But then eventually he actually got past me, and then I don't know if he started to save fuel or save tires, or did his tires just actually fall off that quickly, even on the mediums. But yeah, it was a nice little battle there that we had, and I cherish every moment of that.
Yeah, so it was a very good race, and congratulations on the win. The first round of the season is Australia, so how do you think that you're gonna do around there? Do you think that you'll be up fighting for another win, or do you think you might be a little more off the pace? Of course, depending on the car, you you'll probably be even higher up or lower down. But
well, not to be crude or disappointed or sad or just negative, but I think after my win today, I'm gonna be in the Williams, so I'm not expecting much.
oh,
Just finish in the points. That's good enough for me.
oh, fair enough. Congratulations on your win and good luck for next week at Australia. Moving on to second place, Aaron Taylor. You were in the running for the win, pretty much all race. Of course, your strategy in the end seemed to not be the strategy to be on, as proved by Oxy. But how was your race overall? Like with fighting with Oxy and yeah, just overall, just run us through your race.
To be honest, mate, I'm really surprised that I'm sat here because I mean, I absolutely love performance. I'm so pleased it's back. We've had 3 seasons of it before, and I won the first ever season of it, and then the last 2 have just been horrendous for me. So it's nice to be doing performance again. To be honest with you, when I was in the Toro Rosso, I thought I really didn't know what to expect. So when I did my medium qualifying run and I ended up in like 4th, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, like what has happened here? And then me and Ox were extremely close. He got the lap in at the end, and I don't know if you caught it on stream, but I was running behind Andy down the main straight, and because he'd crossed the line and it had finished, his car went to AI, and it ended up basically like clipping my rear tyre, and I went to like a half spin. So it was a bit of a shame I couldn't nab pole off of Ox. But no, like Ox said, it's really, really nice to be sharing the track with him again. Sort of out front battling. It goes back to sort of when we first formed FTRL, and those were the sort of things that were happening with me and Ox. So it was a little bit of deja vu, which was lovely. In terms of the strategy, to be honest with you, I absolutely hate Abu Dhabi with a passion. So I didn't really do much research into it. I thought to myself, well, I'm going to try the 2-stop because I know that the hards typically aren't that nice around there. And where I kind of lost more ground was at the end of my first stint. The tyres were just kind of falling off. I had a really crap start. I ended up fighting Jesper and I lost about 2 seconds to Ox in the first lap or so. So that kind of compromised me a bit. And then, yeah, I felt really, really, really good, especially when Ox came out and I managed to get past him. That was a lovely sort of few laps and whatnot, but I just couldn't break it. I couldn't get a lap or 2 really consistently and pull away from him. And then that final stint, to be honest with you, I was losing time towards the end of my medium stint. So I saw onto the podium coming and I knew that I wasn't strong towards the end. So I thought I was going to go soft, medium, soft. But then I went to soft, medium, medium just to cover him off and just try and put in a few good laps at the end. So I was never looking to win. I'm surprised I ended up second, but like Ox said, it was lovely to be sharing a track with him again. So that's what I'm most pleased about.
Yeah, it was quite a good race-long fight until the end with you and Oxy. Next, well, not really the next track, but round 1 is Australia next week.
Yep.
Of course, the car can play a role in where you think you'll end up, but how is your pace overall in Australia?
Well, Australia is a track that I've won my second most amount of races round. So I do enjoy driving Australia. The last time I did that in a performance race, I was leading the race until the final lap, and I managed to absolutely bottle it and retire. So if that happens again, I will be actually devastated. No, I will, like Ox said, to be honest, with the performance, if you was to look back at any stage through our previous 3 seasons, you could be battling like we were tonight, sort of out on our own, or you could end up 8th because you're in a ridiculously big train. So it just really depends on how everybody else fares in the first race. But if I can aim for sort of top 5, top 6, I'll be over the moon with that in the first week. So I'm going for that title this season. Onto the podium, reckons he's going to get it. So there is no way on this earth I'm letting him do that.
Yeah, so congratulations on your second place and good luck for round 1.
Thank you for commentating as well, lads.
Yeah, no problem. Do you want to take this next interview? I kind of forgot you were there. Sorry about that, but yeah, you can take this last one.
First of all, before this, I obviously didn't jinx any of these because I actually called the podium in order. I just realised.
Go on, lad.
Go on.
I obviously didn't jinx any of these.
Do you want to be an admin? I'm joking.
Blue flag. I actually watched your qualifying lap, and I thought you were a little bit out of position. Because I thought that's why I predicted you in the podium. I actually thought you were a bit faster than what you were in qualifying. Did you think you were a bit faster than what your qualifying lap was?
I mean, putting me and fast in the same sentence it's wrong. I don't know. I don't feel like I was out of position. I mean, the lap could have been a bit better. I think I did lose like 2 tenths coming through the final sector. Felt like it could have been good enough for a top 5, but I mean, like Aaron says, in performance, it's just so, you know, jumbled up and close that, you know, you could end up anywhere really, just with like a couple of hundredths of a lap time.
Yeah, we saw quite a few people struggle with turn 3, the fast right-hander, and also under the tunnel. And in the first few laps, I noticed you had a few twitchy moments. Did you struggle with turn 3 or the under the tunnel at all?
Didn't feel any noticeable trouble through there. I think the was giving me the most grief was the sort of right-hander before you go under the hotel.
Yeah. We had a couple of people that struggled around there, and turn 3 in particular, we lost about 3 or 4. So the next track is Australia and then Brazil. So how are you feeling about those tracks?
Australia is a track that I traditionally don't go well round. Given the fact I finished on the podium tonight, I don't see me being in anything as good as a racing point next week. So I'm not holding my breath for a good result next week. Brazil, on the other hand, I'm a bit better round. And with the performance I'm probably going to put in next week, I'll find myself in a better car. So Brazil's probably going to be a better week for me.
Yep. So what are you hoping for to finish in performance? Are you just hoping to see if you can get in the podium every now and then, or are you hoping for a bit better?
The results will be whatever they are. I'd quite like to be maybe like top 5, top 6 in the championship at the end. So as long as I pick up the points to do that, maybe sneak a podium here or there, that'd be nice.
Well, if you keep doing what you're doing at the moment, then I'm sure you'll be up there.
Cheers, man.
Okay, so that has been pre-season at Abu Dhabi for FTRL Formula Performance. I hope that anyone watching the stream enjoyed it as much as we did. It did seem like a pretty good race with nice battles and also a few spins here and there. But hope you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Australia for round 1. Goodbye.